Hey guys, SK here, back with another Clash Royale video. Hope you guys are all doing well. I'm currently top 800 in the world. I'm going to be playing with Queenbow today and going for top 500. I did push to top 1000 in my most recent ladder push video, so I would like to get top 500 now, pretty much my next milestone, I guess. So, looking for a first match, obviously at higher levels on ladder, queue time does take a fair amount, but hopefully it doesn't take too long to find our first match. And okay, we do find a game against Jorge Navarrete, so this is going to be interesting because I'm still kind of in the process of figuring out, the best Xbow deck. I feel like Queenbow is probably the best deck, but at the same time, I would say I'm a 3.0 player at heart, and I just love 3.0, so I have the most experience with it. So honestly, I still feel like I play Queenbow a bit too aggressively, just because that's how I like to play 3.0 sometimes, and it usually actually loses me games. We do see Ice Golem Musketeer. I think it's going to be 2.6, so I'm going to go for an Xbow right now, because I do have a Queen counter pushing, and the Muskie kind of just died. Yeah, it goes for a Hog, so I'm going to go Ice Spirit to hold the Hog in place, and this should actually be a small lock. Okay, we do get a tiny connection. But this is looking like a really good matchup for the first game because 2.6, if you have Xbow Rocket, you should pretty much always beat 2.6, especially because I do have a cannon. I mean, I don't know if Tesla or Cannon's better against Hog because there are considerations for both. I mean, Cannon is obviously cheaper, and Cannon just honestly broken right now. That's why it's still being used in Xbow, even though Tesla synergizes better with Xbow as a card. But Tesla does have better, anti-spell placements, like the anti-fireball placement in the middle, whereas Cannon can usually just get fireballed off. But I'm going to go for a Cannon for the Hog right now, and Ice Spirit because I think those skeletons are a little bit problematic. But the other good thing is that maybe because I have a cannon, he might be more incentivized to go for aggressive fireballs on the cannons, and then I can maybe punish by going for Xbows, or I don't know. But anyways, Queen's going to do a pretty good job at taking care of this Muskie. He actually tries to protect it, but I don't think he can because Ice Golem is gone. Goes for a Hog, just going to go Skeletons, and then, okay, he actually goes for a pre-Log. I think I have to go Valk because Log would not be enough, and that was honestly well played. I think he knew he outcycled me, so he actually is probably counting my cycle and everything. At the same time, though, he should be very low on Elixir, and he has to respond to this Valk. So I'm definitely going to go in, and I think that he's probably going to be in a lot of trouble right here. I mean, this is another big thing with Xbow in general. I'm going to log the cannon. He should be very low on Elixir. I really don't see how he's going to defend this. Going to Ice Spirit to predict his Ice Spirit too. Okay, goes log instead. So I do get my damage back and more. So sometimes you take a lot of damage, and I feel like a big mistake that players make with Xbow is, overspending on defense. Like right there, I noticed that the Hog was there. I could have gone Rocket on the Hog after he pre-logged. I just went Valk though, took some damage, recognized, okay, I'll be counter-pushing with my Valk, and then I can go for offensive Xbow to punish. Gonna go for a defensive Xbow right now, just because I feel like he's gonna be going in a second, and he does, and I'm just going to Valk. I don't want a Cannon because I want to have Cannon cycle for his next Hog. And this Xbow placement is actually kind of rare, but it's actually the anti-fireball placement in the same lane, if you guys didn't know. I've also been thinking of maybe making an ultimate Xbow placements guide video. Let me know if you guys would be interested in that, because that would actually be pretty fun. Yeah, I'm going to go Cannon off to the side. Want to separate the Cannon from my Queen right now, because I do want to avoid giving him spell value. Skeletons too, he does actually clip those with the log, so that's unfortunate, but yeah, this has not really been more of a Queenbow game. It's actually been more of like an aggressive game because I got a lock and I'm just defending. Usually, a very safe way to win this matchup is, just to go with Rocket Cycle and just defend well. But I'm going to play aggressively because I guess that's kind of how I feel like playing. He goes for a pre-cannon. I'm going to log. Actually, really lucky that the Queen doesn't go up. I think I can just Rocket right now because what's he going to do to punish? Number one, I have Cannon and Cycle for his Hog. Number two, Queen is still counter-pushing. Also, I placed my Cannon in the anti-fireball placement just to be safe. Gonna pop ability, and I think this is pretty much over. I mean, yeah, that's pretty much 2 rockets now. Gonna Skeletons, because I think he's getting back to a Hog, so gonna cycle aggressively. Yep, nice, did get it off. So just gonna Cannon to be safe, and then I can pretty much just cycle 2 rockets. I don't know exactly. Like, sometimes I'm a bit worried to defend. I guess I'm going to just go for it right now, though, just full send, because I do want to just, take the 2 rockets, but sometimes I feel like I defend a bit too much when I could just rocket cycle the game out. But anyways, just going to get back to a cannon. This should definitely defend the Hog, especially because it goes in front, so should be no issues. I'm going to Valk just to make very sure, because I do not want to throw this game, and now I'm fairly certain I can just go for the rocket and not really have anything happen. So that's going to be GG's. Very nice first win against 2.6. Pretty good matchup for me. Not really the way it's normally meant to be played, but really nice win anyways. Alright, we found the next game against the Angel 27. That reminds me of the Legend 27, that like meme thing. Okay, he has a good game. I'm gonna give him the good luck. Honestly, I don't really tie with people that I don't know, so yeah, I'm not gonna risk anything. Gonna go Knight the back. I also did switch to Knight right now because I feel like it's probably better. I mean, Valk is nice, but Knight is also just cheaper. I mean, I don't know, like, it's a lot of considerations. I don't want to just be like, okay, this is the end-all be all best Expo deck in the game, because I feel like there's so many different versions. And okay, speaking of... Okay, actually not speaking of anything, but that was just a really bad rocket. I missed the Dark Goblin. I think I'm in a lot of trouble here. I have to log the cage, or the drill, and then E-Spirit. Also, I switched to E-Spirit because I feel like I'm getting so many Bats players and Golem beatdown players, like with Night Witch, or just Bats in general, and even though I usually would like to have E-Spirit against Clone, there isn't much Clone at all, so I thought E-Spirit would be better. I'm just facing a lot of those in this ladder range right now, and it's just kind of frustrating, so I'm switching it up. I don't know, it's been pretty inconsistent so far, but I'm still, again, figuring out the best deck, and I don't know what deck I want to play end season necessarily. Might also be switching, I don't really know. But anyway, just going to Queen for this Dark Goblin. It looks like he doesn't have a big spell, so I'm actually going to Expo and eat the entire Ghost. I know it sounds weird, he actually goes Bandit too. I'm just going to E-Spirit for the Bandit, and then I think after Skeletons, I cannot afford to log, because I don't even have enough, but... Expo's on tower, Queen will take out the Tombstone. I'm taking a lot of damage on the right, but I hope this works out, because, I mean, I'm getting a lot back. Gonna log the Dark Goblin ASAP. I know he has stuff that I need to log, but I need this connection right now. Like, pretty much, if you want to make a comeback, you need an Expo connection, obviously. So, I mean, we do get the comeback. I still don't think he has a big spell, so I feel like if I do defend this well, I could be able to come away with this win. I don't know, it's interesting. Like, I'm not really playing this like a safe Queen Bow deck. I'm playing this so aggressively. Like, 3.0, I just feel like I'm a lot more of a 3.0 player. And I actually did get a really good finish with Queen Bow the season before Champions. I just don't really know, like, what I'm supposed to play, I guess. Gonna log. I mean, ultimately it's personal preference, right? But I think Queen Bow's obviously better than 3.0 in the meta, because Rocket is way better than Fireball for getting connections, and also Queen is way better because just 3-card cycle is broken, and Queen is broken. Okay, let's the Expo go. That's gonna be tower down, and I'm fairly certain he doesn't have a big spell. He definitely would have used one by now, so I think I just have to defend safely, and I'll be able to win this one. So, yeah, just gonna chill for now. Gonna Queen the back, and then just get ready. He's probably gonna go in the right, because, okay, actually switches up and goes in the left. I was not expecting that at all. I'm gonna log E-Spirit. Log E-Spirit should full counter the Wallbreakers, and then I can go Skellies for the drill. I do have to go Knight as well. I cannot risk anything, really. Cannon to snipe the Dark Goblin, and then they should pretty much be all wrapped up. Yeah, it gives a good game. I'm gonna actually go for a log on the first Goblin, and then E-Spirit. It's a really cool play that you can make if they're gonna go for like a spell on your Skeletons or whatever, to just log the first Goblin and take the rest out. But yeah, really nice comeback. Really bad start, definitely on me, but we did make the comeback, so nice win there. Alright guys, found our next game against G Sejan, so gonna give him the good luck, and gonna E-Spirit the bridge. I hope I made the right play with Knight Cannon. I've also tried playing Tesla a fair amount so far. Okay, he goes Golem first play. I have to give him the well played, obviously, because very talented going Golem first play. Gonna go Expo opposite. This is risky because I mean, I already cycled a log, so I'm technically down Elixir. And he goes Bomber, which is a free +4 against the Expo. This is exactly what is annoying about this matchup, where it's always risky to go Expo opposite, even though I feel like it's the best play in terms of a forcing play. I'm going to go for a Cannon, though, and E-Spirit is very clutcher, so this is actually exactly why I switched, because I'm getting so much Golem for some reason, you know, so much Night Witch. I think I just want to rocket those E-Barbs, and I actually think I defended that. I'm going to rocket the E-Barbs, and then Tower should target the the Bats, and it does, so really, really clean defense. I don't think I can log or Skellies on the Golemites, even though I kind of want to. Yeah, he goes Lumberjack, so I knew it was kind of down, so I just had to chill, taking some damage there, and then just going to Knight, and that should be a pretty nice defense. So we did survive, you know, went Expo. And as you guys can see, it is risky, because if they have a Bomber or something, they can just go for whatever they want, like the Bomber, or even, you know, sometimes they go for like a Mega Minion, just a very cheap troop on your Expo, and you are just down Elixir against the Golem push. I don't know if it's necessarily worth it. He goes Golem again. I think I have to full defend, honestly. I'm going to pre-Cannon because he probably has a Lightning, so I'd rather get back to one if I can, even though, you know, it's single Elixir going to be kind of tough, but Cannon is very cheap at least. Okay, he goes Bomber. I'm going to log because log E-Spirit does take the Bomber out, so I can actually just do that pretty nicely. He goes for Phoenix, so Queen should do pretty well. And Phoenix is an interesting topic as well, because I don't know what you guys think, but I've seen a lot of top players still complaining about Phoenix. Like, and I personally can see the stats. I don't know the stats exactly, but it's pretty much everywhere in the game right now, at least on top ladder. And even though it's been nerfed many times, I'm going to try Queen ability, but yeah, sadly doesn't get off. I'm going to Expo, though, because he went Night Witch. He should not be back to a Golem or have enough Elixir for a Golem right now. Goes E-Barb's going to try and defend. This is one scenario where I'd rather have a Valk, but I think it's totally fine. Going to E-Spirit Skellies for the Lumberjack, and then I'm going to Cannon. This might be a bit of a mistake. Okay, that was I got a bit too overzealous there, but basically I wanted to take it out. I think I still have to Xbow because I want to force the Golem into this lane. Okay, goes Golem anyways. Yeah, because I did not want him to go Golem opposite because I did play a really bad cannon, but he actually still has to respond to the Xbow, so I guess it's okay. I can easily get back to cannon as well. Just going to E-Spirit to stall the Phoenix out, cannon, and then I'm actually already back because 3-card cycle is so broken, as you guys can see. I'm already back to an E-Spirit, so yeah, Night Witch Bats are not really any match for that. And cannon is also so broken. Look at that 0 HP cannon. And wait, Queen is actually on tower, so that's actually just going to be tower down. Oh my god. Or E-Barb's retarget, but that's essentially tower down if I can just defend this counter push. Gonna E-Spirit, maybe try and get back to a log if I can. Actually, don't really need to, because other Knight walks up. That's very nice, so yeah, at this point, that's 2 rockets. It goes Golem. I'm just going to go for the 2 rockets right now. Honestly, I think I just need to be more assertive or just more confident about just going for spell cycles. Because I think it's just a waste of time to just keep defending. Like, I'm not just going to spam cards, I'm trying to defend still, but yeah, 2 rockets is just in rocket range, so, you know, just can get that, and that's going to be a nice win against Golem. Really annoying, but E-Spirit and Cannon were so clutch in that matchup, so really happy about that. Alright guys, so this is going to sound weird, but I actually tilted a lot, and I have played a lot, and I'm back with 3.0 right now, because I feel like, I don't know, I just play better with 3.0, I don't know what it is, it just is how it is though, so I'm playing with 3.0 right now. I was down like over 100 medals, but I'm back now, hopefully. My opponent gives the WoW. I'm going to be going for 2300 rating. This is definitely not a very chronological video, but just trying to go for top 500 still, and playing 3.0 now. Hopefully goes well, so yeah, we'll see. So far, Archer Queen. Gonna go for an Xbow opposite. This could be Queen Bow or Pig's EQ. Goes Cannon. Gonna go Archers actually because he should be kind of low in Elixir after going for the Queen like that. And that is going to be a small lock. Yeah, he goes Log. I do have to defend this Queen. I don't want to Fireball because I think it would be too much of a commitment, so gonna go Skeletons first, force the ability out. And then I can go Knight late. I think that's pretty good, as opposed to going Knight first and then Skellies later. I mean, I could be wrong as well. Oh, my alarm just went off. Okay. But yeah, gonna go for... or I'm not going to go for anything, I guess, but in this matchup, I feel like... Wait, actually, I don't know, is it Pigs or is it Queen? Okay, it's Pig, or is it Xbow, rather? It's Pig, so... Actually, yeah, I don't know why I said that, because he had a cannon. I mean, I guess Queen Bow does still run the cannon right now. Like, lots of common decks, in the meta right now with the same core. Goes for EQ. I guess I was just distracted from my alarm. But yeah, that should be... We do get a tiny lock, which is not bad. My opponent is BMing for some reason. I don't know, like, he has Pig's EQ. But yeah, I don't know, I feel like a lot of really good cycle decks right now just have the common core of Cannon, 2 cycle cards, and then the Archer Queen. Like, you know, Logbait has it, Queen Bow has it, because Queen Bow is like the best Xbow deck right now. And I feel like it's definitely just doing well because of how good those cards are rather than Xbow itself. Well, I guess that's what you need to make Xbow work, or, I mean, I'm trying to make it work without, but gonna go for an Xbow. I think he should be very low. I don't think he's back to an EQ, nor do I think he can... Okay, he is back to an EQ. Never mind, I guess. I'm pretty bad at counting cycles sometimes. We still get a lock, because, yeah, he went Queen the back. Like, that was definitely a big commitment, so I just think that was, honestly, a pretty good Xbow opportunity. And, I mean, we're going into double with a pretty decent damage lead. I don't really like this matchup very much, because if they get a Queen down, they can just spam cycle some EQs, and Fireball does do more damage than an Earthquake, but you can still... out damage if you have a Queen down, because 3-card cycle, and obviously I don't have a 3-card cycle with 3.0. But Tesla will do pretty good. It goes for Queen the back again. Keeps doing that. I'm going to Knight to predict the cannon. Okay, did not get it down in time, unfortunately. Still going to Log to try and get a small lock here, and okay, he was not expecting that, as you guys can see. That Log play is something that I make all the time, where you take something out, like, last second, and then you basically just want to try and catch them off guard, because they won't be expecting it. Okay, goes for a nice Spirit to... get my Skeletons out. Gonna have to go Archers for the Queen too, but we have a really nice lead now. I think we should be in a pretty good position to win this game. I'm gonna go for a Tesla, Knight, and then I might have to Log as well. Yeah, he goes Log, gonna Log as well because don't want to take any damage, so sometimes you want to end to EQ Tesla, the one I did just now. Sometimes you do just want to low Tesla as well, though, maybe bait out a bad Earthquake. Gonna Xbow because he keeps going Queen the back, and I feel like it's a mistake. I mean, Queen is a really good Xbow counter. I feel like, yeah, I'm getting a lot of damage because he's just wasting his Queen a lot of the time. So, yeah, he's spamming the white flag for some reason, but he's probably going to go Pigs in a second here. So, yeah, I'm going to go Tesla, then Knight. He's not back to an EQ. Okay, he is. Wow. I swear he just used it on my Xbow. I guess 3-card cycle is really that broken. But that's still going to be a really easy defense, honestly. And with this damage lead, I don't think I should be worrying too much. So just going to Ice Spirit for his Ice Spirit. Pretty much just want to defend. I don't think, since he seems to be going same lane as me right now, yeah, I don't think there's much of a point in going in anymore. I think I should pretty much just chill out and probably Spell Cycle. Goes Queen the Bridge as well. He's getting very aggressive right now, but not really something to be worried about, I guess, because I have such a nice lead already. Gonna log the Queen back, and then Skellies as well, just to be safe. And yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna pre-Tesla. I don't know about defensive Xbows in this matchup, to be honest, because they won't really get much value, I think. I mean, they'll get value against the Queen, but against the pigs, not really. So I guess I'm gonna go for it now. There's triple, but I didn't really feel like going for it before because I feel like defensive Xbow is just kind of weak in general right now, like because Xbow is not a very strong card. But in triple, it's definitely really good if they don't have a good response for it, because buildings just get more value as the elixir multiplier goes up. Because I mean, it's the same 30 seconds of a defensive Xbow, but it's triple elixir instead of, you know, single or double. I don't know if that really makes sense, but that's basically why I feel like they're pretty useful. But gonna go in right now. He's already back to an EQ, so yeah, this is why, like, I wanted to try and go in and punish, but in triple I think it's pretty much impossible, so I attempted, but I think definitely no point. Just gonna spell cycle again. And yeah, he's definitely getting into spell cycle himself, so I'm just gonna start being very aggressive with my spell cycle, fireball again, and then just really try and take the tower. Gonna Tesla as well off to the side. I love doing this play because there's no chance they're ever gonna quake that. So yeah, really nice fireball log is gonna seal the deal. That's gonna be GG's. I don't know why he spamming the white flag, but okay, he was a good game as well. So yeah, really nice win against Pigs EQ. Feel like that's kind of a tough matchup. Maybe not after the EQ nerf, but I definitely think he could have played that better, to be honest. But still, really nice win, and one win out of top 500 with Thurpano. So gonna go for one more game. Hopefully can just get the win, because would love to just kind of be done. I've been tilted quite a while right now. Okay, we do get a match against Ice. I actually feel like I've played against this person before. Definitely recognize the name, but I forgot what he had. I'm just gonna Ice Spirit though. He goes Snowball. Okay, gonna split archers. This could be Giant Graveyard. Worst case. I always jump to like worst case scenarios, but I just really hope it's not. Okay, Barrel. Oh, I think this guy is playing like Hog Goblin Barrel with triple spells. I'm gonna go for an Expo. Let's find out. And yeah, Valk Skelly army. Gonna go for Fireball plus Skeletons. I don't think he's gonna be necessarily expecting that. Okay, he does go for a Fireball, so pretty nice reaction on his end, but we still do force out the Fireball, and he didn't hit my tower because I think he just wanted to get the Fireball down in general, so pretty nice stuff overall. And yeah, I think this is going to be that guy. I think he had arrows in the deck too, so Hog bait with Valk arrows, Fireball. It's going to be kind of annoying, honestly, because he has triple spells. He also has arrows for my archers, but doesn't really have a great way of breaking through if I defend well. Because, I mean, I have Tesla for his Hog. I have Log for the Barrel. The only thing is he could, like, maybe start spell cycling me, but we'll see how it goes. I think I'm going to have to try and get a lock, though, if I can. And I don't think I should Expo right now because he can just go Valk Scar me like he did last time, so I'm just going to chill out with a Knight in the back instead. Don't think we've actually seen the Hog yet, but I'm fairly certain he has a Hog. I could be wrong, but I definitely have played this guy in the last few days, so I'm just going to go Skelly's the back, and Scar me is back. I'm just going to Fireball it, I guess. I don't know. I'm pretty sure he has arrows in here too, so I think I should. I'm going to go for an Expo right now because pretty decent counter push on the map right now. Goes for arrows, but Knight is alive on 1 HP, so I'm going to do the same thing, last second log. And as you guys can see, it always works out if you do it well. Like, I get a pretty nice connection, so that's something that I would really recommend. Okay, going to go Archers plus Skeletons for the Barrel. He goes all in the front, but it's fine. Not the best at reading barrels sometimes, but we were able to defend. So if you do want to use Log on offense, it's so powerful because of that knockback and just catching them off guard, but you do have to be ready to defend, you know, whatever they have without using your log, because like if it's against log bait, you have to obviously know how to defend stuff without. So like, you know, Archer Skeletons is fine, Fireball is fine, but I feel like it's not the best because, you know, Archer Skeletons at least counter push a bit. Fireball is just fireballing. I'm going to Fireball the Inferno Tower though, because honestly no point going in. He's just going to be able to defend my Expo, and I'll just take the free spell damage. Goes for arrows, so he's low-key spell cycling me out. I'm just going to Expo now because I don't want him to keep spelling me out and log the Barrel. I think he might be back to an eye tower. Okay, he is. Yeah, I definitely have to let that die. I was considering defending it, but I think it wasn't really worth it. Just wanted to kind of bait Elixir out. Gonna go for a Tesla, Ice Spirit for all the Skeletons, and this should honestly be fine. Tesla will also stay alive against the Hog, so if he goes for a Hog, yeah, it'll get pulled to the Tesla because it's still up. Skeleton just to be safe, and he does go for arrows. Gonna go Archers to make sure the Hog gets taken out. Don't know if I needed them, but just wanted to be safe. I'm going to Expo on the right because I think he's going to expect me to go in the left. Yeah, he does go Snowball, so honestly not too bad. Going to go Knight, and I have, okay, he goes Eye Tower. I think I want to defend this with my cycle cards, but probably not going to get too much out of it. I might as well try, though. It's going to go Archers, and I'm actually back to another Expo, so we're going to go for another Expo. Yeah, Fireball Arrows is a huge commitment, so he should be super low in Elixir right now. And we do almost get a lock. Gonna log. I think this should be a lock because he's so low on elixir right now. Yeah, he just spent so much on the right Xbow, so really nice play, just baiting out spells, and now he doesn't really have anything in cycle for this Xbow, so that's pretty much going to be GG's. Really nice win against interesting Hog triple spells deck. I think it's more about just being offensive at the right times rather than just spamming being offensive, if that makes sense, and that's just kind of a balance you have to find with Inferno. But it's kind of funny how, you know, I was tilting a lot with Queenbow, then as soon as I played Inferno, I just get to top 500 pretty quickly. But I mean, that's going to be top 500, so we take that. 2300 medals, really nice stuff, and beat some pretty interesting matchups. Like, I wouldn't say they're that easy, especially with arrows in there, but yeah, really nice stuff. So that's pretty much going to be for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, and I will see you in the next one.